In this example, we will be plotting the following complex number. It is 5 minus I. It's important to remember that minus I is the same as minus 1I. So the A in this example is equal to positive 5, and B in this example is the negative 1. And we use those to plot our complex number. It's complex because it includes both real and imaginary components. Be careful if a number is presented to you in the form, say, negative I plus 5. You don't want to get mixed up and accidentally plot things in the wrong direction. Pay attention. A should be the real component and B should be the one that would be the coefficient of the I. So paying attention to this, I would think to myself, it's going to go right and then it's going to go down. Those are important things to pay attention to, because what you'll want to do is make sure you draw that area of your graph predominantly. So sometimes I can go about plotting or graphing in a kind of strategic way. So let's try this one in that way. I'm going to call this point A, and I'm going to start off by putting a dot on the paper right there in the middle of my space, and I'm going to label that dot A. And this is a little backwards, but check it out. Let's see. This is going to be down 1 unit, so up 1 unit will be the horizontal axis. So that right there is the real axis. And this should have been over 5. So then I work backwards to fit 5 in this way. So maybe I know, oh, I only have so much room, so I want to make sure it fits. So here we go. There's the other one. Got to make sure we fit 5 in here. So maybe about there would be 4. In the middle of that, half, half, half. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then right there is our negative I. Maybe we put a negative 2I on here as well. Put on my arrows, label this one imaginary axis and real axis. So that right there was me working backwards and making sure that my graph fit where I wanted the point to be on the paper. So I put the point down first and worked backwards. It's a little tricky because you'd be surprised how disorienting it can be, but hopefully that made sense. So try to bring you a little bit of something different in every single example so that you could kind of gain something new from each one. I would have to say that when we get to our huge unit on graphing, which is so important to algebra, and it would make you an excellent pre-calculus and calculus student if you really can grasp graphing. This is a super helpful tool because you could go ahead and just draw the graph based on the stretches and compressions and parent functions and all that. And then the shifts, vertical or horizontal, the translations in that way, you can indicate by basically drawing your axes in afterwards. And this way you know it fits nicely on your paper. That might not make sense to you yet, but one day it will. So to see the absolute value videos, you could go into the playlist and look there a little bit more, or see what pops up for the next video. All right, sayonara.